the title screen appears. Then press start, then C when the game begins. Struth.
Now, if you're stuck on a game, whatever you do, don't phone NAM and don't go phoning America. There's a Nintendo hotline in this country too. And the number is 0703 65 2222. Now for this week's news and previews.
Parodius, one of the hottest imports over the past few months, will be officially available for the SNES in February. A game with a ripe sense of humour, the action takes place in an odd world invaded by huge fishy types. By the time you've encountered the sumo wrestlers, dancing girls and penguins, you won't be able to hit your joypad for laughing.
Good news for Game Gear owners. Sega have brought out their special brand of batteries for their juice-guzzling handhelds. Priced at $3.99 for 6. Apparently they give you 5 hours play, which brings down the running cost to about 80p an hour.
Inca is one of the most stunning-looking games I've seen in a long time. Out on PC this week and soon available on CD-ROM. It uses digitised versions of real actors to recreate the mystical Inca civilization from 500 years ago. You play the Chosen One, El Dorado, and, with the help of an old Inca spirit, have to fight the invading conquistadors to retrieve the 3 powers of time, matter and energy and restore the ancient Inca Empire.
This week, Ken sees the Games Master live show, a huge games jamboree organised by our colleagues at Channel 4. It runs from Friday to Sunday at the Birmingham NEC and even includes an exact replica of the Games Master oil rig set.
Now for some more games reviews. Zyconix on the Amiga is a colourful puzzle game in the style of Tetris and Columns. Your mission is to stop the blocks filling up the screen. Here's Kathleen to show us how.
This is an excellent game. You've got to try to make diagonal and horizontal lines to make the screen clear. The music's really brilliant. You can pick jazz or rave or funk or soul, or whether you want to just switch it off. There are lots of different sorts of bombs and exploding balls which blow up your blocks. Some of them are quite good because they get rid of things you don't want. There are 4 different games to play, but they're all much the same. The game gets faster and faster as the screen fills up, so it gets harder to control. I'd definitely buy this. It's good value for money, because it costs less than £20.
Brilliant game, great music, but you have to stop playing it after a while because the pastel shades hurt your eyes.
It's great for improving your hand-to-eye coordination. It's fun to play and great to watch too.
And the scores for Zyconix, the boys gave it an average 3 out of 5, but the girls liked it a bit more. They gave it 4 out of 5.
Next, we've got Bomb Jack on the Game Boy, yet another arcade classic revamp. But does it work as a handheld? Here's John Pierre.
I don't think this works well for the Game Boy. It's just too weak. It's the kind of scoring game that should stay in the arcades. Every 5 levels, you come to one without any platforms. Here, it's easy to pick up points. Whoops, there goes another level. They're quite short. This is a slow game option. I don't see the point. It just makes the whole game harder. The whole idea is dated, and there are better things out for the Game Boy. It's just an average game. I wouldn't pay £25 for it.
Played this game on the Amstrad and the Commodore 64. This one's not as good. The baddies are too random, and you can't see what's going on clearly.
I used to play this game in the arcades when I was younger. Maybe it's because I'm older now, but I don't really think this version works. I won't go out and buy this.
And the scores for Bomb Jack, the boys gave it 3 out of 5, an average score, and the girls also gave it 3 out of 5.
We get thousands of letters every week to this programme, begging, nay, pleading to come into the studio and be part of the experience that is Bad Influence. Now, some people write us 1 letter, some people 2, some people even 3, but a couple of guys from London have sent us a whole sackload. These are all from Roger and Stephen Wright. What could we do after all those letters but invite them in? They're over here. It also has nothing to do with the fact that they are Pop Duo Fresh. Welcome to Bad Influence, guys.
Thanks very much.
Good to see you. Now, we are the computer games programme to be on. Yeah. So, as hardcore players, we'd like to know your top 5, please.
Top 5. Well, I'll start with boxing, Buster Douglas boxing.
OK, now, why the boxing, then?
I like the moves. You can get some real serious sound effects.
It's quite funny as well.
What about number 4?
Paperboy.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty cool.
Why that one?
Avoiding all the cars, checking newspaper in boxes. Nice.
OK, number 3?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, yeah, everybody is into Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 2?
Number 2, I reckon, what do you reckon number 2 is?
Number 2,
WWF Wrestling.
Yeah, no, I saw this at the Future Show at Earl's Court. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there. I like the moves, you know. They're really realistic, aren't they?
Yeah, you can climb on the ropes, you can actually jump on Hulk Hogan or whoever you choose.
You can also hear the crowd going, "Hey," in the background. It's really
Nice sound effects.
Okay, so WO number 2, number 1.
Number
Oh,
one.
number one, come on.
It's got to be.
Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. Oh, brilliant.
So you fancy yourself as Street Fighter 2 players, do you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy taking on a Bad Influence challenge then?
Whoa.
Yeah, why not?
Listen, come over here, because there's a guy you've got to meet here. This is Lakesh.
Lakesh.
Lakesh does the reviews for us here on the programme.
He does,
so
yeah.
so this man knows what he's talking about, and he's well hard on Street Fighter 2. Who's going to take him on?
Dip to me.
Okay, Rog. Have you picked the characters that you want?
Yeah, okay. I'm sure
Okay.
it beat me. I'm sure it beat me.
Guile against Chun-Li.
Okay, you
In
ready?
your own time, lads. It's
go.
Bad Influence
Okay.
against Fresh Street Fighter 2.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, Roger's doing some spectacular moves. We haven't done anything yet. And Lakesh gets a kick in there. He's down. He's doing the low move. He's over and kicked again.
Oh, but she's great though. She can move, yeah?
Your life's running out, Roger. Not doing terribly well.
Check this out. Oh, it's a serious movement.
The expression walkover springs to mind, doesn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. I have to admit, he's good.
Cash is
He's,
good. Oh, come on, Roger. You can't lose for us.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I think he's been playing quite a
the
while.
guys who review the games on this programme know their stuff. I
yeah,
tell you.
sure do. Go on, Nicholas.
Come on. Oh, he's down again. Roger's staging a late comeback from Roger.
Come on,
They come back in the air.
Shame.
And down. Guile wins. Never mind. Well done, Lakesh. Commiserations, Rog.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks to both of you for coming in, and let's hope that the new single, Did I Say Tiamo, does a little bit better in the charts than you did on Street Fighter 2. Pleasure to see you. Thanks, guys.
Beep, 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 beep. Medical flash. Exercise and fresh air are very, very bad for you. Do not do it. Exercise rots your brain, makes your trainers smell, and causes sweat. Pugh. Fresh air and sunlight make your skin go all funny, so keep your curtains closed all day. In fact, the closest you should ever get to exercise or outdoor activity are games like Super Tennis on the SNES, and even that can be tiring, so use this cheat when you're playing singles. First of all, get Control Pad 1 and press your Select button. Then, move over to Control Pad 2 and press R twice, left once, down once, then B, A, and then LL. That spells ball. Get it? Then, go over to Control Pad 2 and use your B and A buttons to change your top line to Fs. Then finally, press Select, and you've got the ultimate tennis player. And after all that, I've come over a bit funny. I think I'll have a lie down.
If you want to access the information in the Data Blast, set your video to record now. Last week's competition was to win a trip to Manchester to record a single with Brooklyn in their recording studios there. We asked you to identify 5 clips of music from 5 games, and they were as follows. That was Street Fighter 2. Then came this one. Super Mario World. This was number 3. If you didn't get that, you've been living under a rock, Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 4. Drives me up the wall, that game. Tetris. And finally, the Lemmings. First correct answer out of the Bad Influence waste paper basket came from Daniel Desborough, who lives at Spring Lane, Seabrook, Hythe in Kent. Congratulations, enjoy your recording, and if you need anybody to help on backing vocals, I'm available at reasonable rates.
This week's competition prize is a Menacer and a Bad Influence t-shirt, and the question is, which actor played Indiana Jones's dad? Answers on a postcard or sealed down envelope marked competition to arrive no later than next Monday. Don't forget the Bad Influence magazine in the shops now, and other than that, I'll see you same time, same place next week for Bad Influence, or I'll see you 9:25 Saturday for What's Up, Doc.
Hang on a minute, that's normally my line.